Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ivy saves Electra from a tight spot, and Hope sobs over the press release. Carter Walton was concerned about igniting a firestorm with a Forrester takeover, but Hope Logan predicted that it would be a renaissance instead, according to the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Monday, November 18th. In the end, Carter agreed with Hope that the Forresters were no longer making them feel like members of the family, despite his continued worries about the expense. Carter stated that he could not permit Steffy Forrester to lose her perspective. Hope remarked that Carter had been underappreciated, but Carter felt the same way about Hope and the Logans. Carter needed to know he had Hope on his side when he stated that they needed to have the LLC document signed by Steffy and Ridge Forrester. Hope complimented Carter for seeing her value alongside Brooke Logan's and reassured him that she had his support. Steffy was determined to issue a press statement at Forrester Creations announcing the conclusion of Hope for the future and Hope's departure from the company. Although Katie Logan's response was evasive, it was obvious that she wasn't pleased with any of this. Steffy wanted to finish this, but Eric Forrester tried to apply the brakes because he didn't understand the urgency. In order to prevent Hope from being caught off guard, Steffy asked Katie to forward the press release to her. Hope sobbed and maintained that it was truly done after Katie sent her an email about the impending public release. Hope stated they should do it today and kissed Carter passionately after he insisted that wasn't true and decided to forward with the takeover. On Monday's B&B episode, Ridge arrived at the Cliff home to ask John Finnegan to explain what had transpired with Hope. Brooke believed that Finn was mistaken, so Ridge questioned whether Finn was certain that Hope was coming on to him. Finn defended Steffy's choice to impose consequences and maintained his conviction that Hope had approached him in lingerie. Ridge felt that their relationship will work out even when the conversation shifted to the difficult predicament he was in with Brooke. When Ivy Forrester returned to Forrester Creations, she overheard Will Spencer asking what had brought Electra Forrester to Los Angeles while she was outside the design office. Will formally met Ivy before taking off when she intervened to save Electra. Electra was thrilled about her new relationship with Will, but she was still concerned that her past would sabotage it. Don't miss Will's response to all of Electra's stalker drama because, according to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, he will receive updates on some amazing news in the future. Eric's instincts, Ridge's investigation, and Carter's revolution. Finally, here is the Bold and the Beautiful recap for Monday, November 18th, 2024. Carter Walton and Hope Logan prepare to launch a revolution in today's episode. John Finnegan is questioned by Ridge Forrester regarding Hope Logan. Furthermore, Steffy Forrester Finnegan's business choice has not been confirmed by Eric Forrester. An overview of Carter Walton's LLC document, The Bold and the Beautiful. Carter has completed signing the management structure paper, according to the B&B recap for Monday, November 18th. Hope and Carter talk about the implications of this. It indicates that Carter is the LLC's management. Carter says that some time ago, Ridge instructed him to submit this documentation. Carter was ordered by Ridge to put everything else aside and deal with this. Hope chuckles. Hope then exclaims that Carter is the ideal candidate to lead Forrester Creations. Carter just needs to collect the signatures of Ridge and Steffy to formally announce this. Ridge, Steffy, and Eric are talking at Forrester Creations. According to Steffy, Katie Logan has written a press release declaring Hope for the future's demise. Ridge appears unsure and scared. This is happening too quickly, according to Eric. Eric wants to know what Ridge thinks. Ridge makes every effort to avoid making a choice. Ridge is pushed by Steffy to take charge of the Hope problem. After saying that Steffy and Eric can figure it out, Ridge walks away. Why is he leaving? Steffy asks in shock. Ridge simply states that he must check on something. Will Spencer and Electra Forrester complete their kiss? The idea of making out in the workplace worries Electra. What happens if someone enters? They would be envious, Will quips. B&B recap, interrogation of John Finnegan. Finn is using his laptop at home. Ridge knocks, then bursts through the door without waiting for a response. Ridge needs to know exactly what transpired between Hope and Finn. Carter keeps going over the LLC document with Hope. According to Carter, people must be realistic about what this entails. They are discussing starting a revolution by seizing control of Forrester Creations. Will asks Electra about her origins and her motivation for traveling to Los Angeles while Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, watches from the door. Aunt Ivy steps in to save the day, so Electra doesn't have to respond. Ivy interrupts and tells Will who she is. Ivy says she's been hearing a lot about Will recently. Zend Forrester Dominguez, Delon Demetz, is mentioned by Steffy. What will happen to him, wonders Eric. Zend, according to Steffy, is a benefit to the business. According to Eric, Zend must be valued and fostered. Eric is reassured by Steffy that Zend's skills would be utilized. Katie interrupts, the press release is with her. This is not Katie's opinion. Eric concurs. Steffy acknowledges that this is challenging, but HFTF is done. Katie warns that releasing the press statement at this time may raise more concerns. Lines come and go, Steffy argues. Ridge and Finn converse. Hope received the message this time, according to Finn. Ridge believes that firing is just too drastic. Finn continues to support Steffy's choice. Ridge questions whether the dismissal was required. Although Ridge admires Steffy's strength and audacity, he must also consider Brooke Logan's, Catherine Kelly Lang, perspective. Finn claims there is no justification for Hope's behavior. Ridge claims that he is seeking an explanation rather than a justification. Finn, did Hope actually come on to you? Recap of The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter Walton's reluctance. Carter raises the potential drawback in Monday, November 18th recap of The Bold and the Beautiful. Hope appears to be in a panic. Ridge is my best friend, Carter says. Carter has lived at FC for many years. Hope claims that she was rejected without hesitation after growing up in those hallways. Though not as much now, Hope and Carter both recall moments when they felt like members of the family. Are we going to risk everything to take over Forrester? Asks Carter. Ivy and Electra are left alone by Will. Ivy claims that Electra is deeply in love with Will. Ivy claims to be well aware of how alluring those Spencer males are. Electra does not want her history to sabotage her present or future. Steffy shows Eric and Katie that Hope is no longer involved with FC by giving them a tablet. Hope's achievements are mentioned by Eric. Steffy claims that Hope has been dismissed and is not retiring. Katie advises simply waiting a little while so Steffy and Eric can talk about it. According to Steffy, there is nothing to talk about. Katie doesn't agree. Hope denies coming on to Finn, Katie informs Eric. If Hope were innocent, Finn would have said so, but he didn't, Steffy interrupts. Hope maintains that there was a mistake, but Ridge stands behind his daughter. Ridge informs Finn that before they condemn Hope to the media, they must be absolutely certain. As the LLC's manager, Carter will have complete authority. Carter can prevent Hope from being punished by Steffy. Hope then explains that she didn't reveal their relationship since she was wearing the lingerie for Carter. Carter acknowledges that Steffy has done a lot for the business, but that FC is suffering because she has lost her perspective. Carter comments about how inspirational Hope is. Hope has been underappreciated at Forrester, according to Carter. Hope informs Carter that the LLC paperwork is the solution to securing their future and begs him to amend it. Steffy's authority is not being questioned by Katie. Steffy, what's the rush? Eric concurs with Katie. Steffy desires to go on. Katie instructs Katie to forward Hope the press release. Finn is unable to read Hope's thoughts. Ridge has faith in Hope. According to Ridge, a scandal is the last thing they need, and Hope's termination is a major one. It will permanently alter the business. Carter and Hope are still discussing Forrester Creations. Carter is urged by Hope to take action. Hope receives Katie's email regarding the press announcement. It's read aloud by Hope. Very simple canned statement, we wish her the best. As Hope reads it, she begins to cry. I hope it's over. Not even close, says Carter. Hope tells Carter that FC needs a leader and that a new era must begin while shoving the documents in his face. Hope declares that she would support Carter as he takes over as head of Forrester Creations. They share a passionate kiss. Carter is encouraged to act morally by Hope. Hope and Carter's drama intensifies. According to teasers for the Tuesday, November 19th episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter is hesitant to forward with his plans, but Hope urges him to do so. These pictures give you a sneak peek at some important events you won't want to miss. Los Angeles scenes. After Steffy fired Hope from Forrester Creations, Carter devised a scheme to exact revenge. Ridge agreed with Steffy when she decided to get rid of Hope for the future. On a technicality, Carter may now take over the business. It all happens so fast, and it's really shocking. Hope is able to persuade Carter that they are on the right track, even though it appears that he may be reconsidering some of this. It's the correct thing to move against Ridge and Steffy. This is how, on November 18th, Steffy threw Finn's reasoning off on B&B. Was Steffy able to reach Finn? Ridge looked for the truth. He paid Finn a visit on the Monday, November 18th episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. He was curious about the true nature of his relationship with Hope. Ridge believes in and encourages his daughter. But he was curious as to whether Steffy's choice to fire Hope was hasty. Steffy, meanwhile, wanted to go on. She doesn't feel bad about throwing Hope out. Time for interrogation. Ridge did not want Hope's story to be reported by the media. He needed answers since he didn't want to start a scandal. Ridge made an appearance at the Cliff home on Monday's program. Finn was taken aback by his appearance. Ridge questioned him about Hope's landing on top of him that day. She was literally flinging herself at him, Finn was sure of it. She tripped over Finn, Hope claimed. She was wearing lingerie, but one of her high heels got caught. That was the trigger for Steffy. She fired her right away without asking any questions. Finn's backbone is gone. Ridge asked Finn questions. Finn acknowledged that he had no idea what Hope was thinking. He simply thought she was pursuing him. Finn let his wife to influence him. Finn had his own views up until now. Hope was the greatest woman in Los Angeles, in his opinion. Even his friendship with her was supported by him. After Steffy informed Finn that she no longer wanted him near Hope, everything changed. Hope's intentions were untrustworthy. Particularly after Hope kissed her spouse while intoxicated. Steffy believed she had sufficient evidence to demonstrate that Hope was pursuing Finn. Who is Ridge going to trust? But she was mistaken. Unfortunately, Hope struggled to articulate herself. She had the option to say that she was looking for a different man. She had the option of naming a random Forrester Creations employee. Finn made the error of arriving at the incorrect time and location. Learn more about Finn's serious error. Because of his wife, his judgment is now impaired. This raises the question of who Ridge will trust. Will he support Hope and Brooke? Or will he keep accepting Steffy's account of events? He should look for the truth if he doesn't want to start a riot. The complex web of betrayals and relationships at The Bold and the Beautiful has just taken an astounding turn as Dr. John Finnegan contemplates taking the drastic and unanticipated step of having Hope Logan committed to a mental health facility. This plot, which is full of emotional turmoil, treachery, and desperation, makes one wonder about Finn's intentions, Hope's mental health, and the potential effects of this extreme action on the Forrester and Logan families. Finn, who is renowned for his cool head and collected manner, has consistently been a rock for his wife, Steffy. However, recent occurrences have forced him to explore new ground and make him doubt the stability and intentions of people in his immediate vicinity, particularly Hope. 1. Hope's erratic behavior. Finn has noticed Hope acting more impulsively and erratically in recent weeks. He is uncomfortable with her decisions, especially those involving Carter and her developing rivalry with Steffy. 2. Protecting Steffy. As Steffy's spouse, Finn feels a strong duty to shield her from any dangers, whether actual or imagined. Finn might conclude that Hope is unstable because of her acts, which frequently appear to be intended to anger or undercut Steffy. 3. Medical expertise * Finn's training as a physician may have an impact on his choice. He might consider intervention essential if he sincerely thinks Hope's actions indicate a more serious psychological problem. Hope considers Finn's actions to be a startling betrayal. She might believe that Finn is mistaking her tenacity and ambition for instability. The already shaky trust between the Logans and the Forresters would probably be destroyed by this possible turn of events. Even though Finn's worries might have been building for a while, a spectacular event might make him take action. At a family get-together or at Forrester Creations, Hope can lose it and leave everyone in disbelief. This could be interpreted by Finn as a plea for assistance or an indication that Hope is having trouble controlling her emotions. Hope might talk to Finn about her difficulties, annoyances, or perhaps lack of confidence. This weakness could be interpreted by Finn as an indication that Hope is becoming unmanageable. Steffy may unintentionally affect Finn's opinion of Hope's mental health by venting to him about her frustration with Hope's persistent meddling in her personal and professional life. Finn's choice to take this extreme measure would have severe emotional and legal repercussions and shock both families. Ever the guardian of her daughter, Brooke would be incensed with Finn for putting forth such a suggestion. She would probably charge him with working with Steffy to marginalize Hope, intensifying the conflict between the two families. "How dare you try to label my daughter as unstable," is the quote from Brooke's fury. "I will not tolerate Steffy's power play, which is all that it is." Finn's defense * Brooke, this isn't about Steffy or the business. This concerns Hope's welfare. Do you not see that she needs assistance? Hope would feel deceived and ashamed after being caught off guard by Finn's behavior. She might attack Finn, claiming that his diagnosis is unfounded and driven by Steffy loyalty. Hope's anguish * You're only attempting to keep Steffy safe, you don't care about me. This is all related to your bias and has nothing to do with my mental health. Steffy might at first agree with Finn's worries, but if she thinks the action is too drastic, she might start to have second thoughts. Steffy may have some empathy with Hope because she has fought with mental health issues herself in the past. The concern of Steffy: Finn, are you certain that this is the correct course of action? We might drive Hope over the edge if we're mistaken. Ridge, who usually tries to maintain harmony, would probably find himself in a difficult situation. He may wonder if this is the wisest course of action or if it will merely make the division between the families worse. "This isn't just about Hope or Steffy anymore," says Ridge. "This might permanently ruin the business and the family if it gets out of control." Not only would Hope's commitment cause emotional turmoil, but it would also provide ethical and legal challenges that would materialize spectacularly on screen. Finn's ethics and credibility as a doctor would be closely examined. Finn might have to defend his professional judgment in court or before a medical review body if Hope contests his statements. Hope would probably defend herself by obtaining legal advice to demonstrate her mental stability. A contentious courtroom drama involving the Logans and Forresters could result from this. Another level of drama could be added if Finn's actions are perceived as a misuse of his medical authority, endangering his reputation and career. There would still be doubts regarding Hope's actual mental condition among the confusion. Are people around her misinterpreting her behavior, or is she actually having difficulties? Among the explanations that could be offered are: 1. Pressure and exhaustion * Hope may just be experiencing periods of vulnerability or frustration as a result of the demanding demands of her personal and professional lives. 2. A clever move * Is Hope trying to manipulate the situation to win people over or divert attention from her own goals? 3. Hidden struggles * This turn of events may reveal Hope's inner anguish if she is dealing with a more serious problem, like anxiety or despair. Fans could be on the edge of their seats as this plot takes one of 3 dramatic turns. 1. Finn acknowledges his mistake * Finn may realize that his actions were a mistake and offer a sincere apology to Hope and face Steffy. 2. Hope's redemption arc * Should Hope demonstrate her strength and stability, it may strengthen her position at Forrester Creations and change public opinion to her advantage. 3. Deeper divisions * The impact could have long-term effects on both families if Finn's actions deepen the divide between the Logans and the Forresters. Finn's choice to attempt to get Hope Logan committed would be a startling and contentious turn of events that would put everyone's relationships and allegiances to the test. Viewers would be captivated by the emotional highs and lows of this intricate plot as the drama progressed, wondering if Finn's extreme action was a sign of true concern or a mistake that would follow him and the families forever. ##### Finn returns the favor by tearing Steffy over Ridge's pitch. Finn and Brooke have a heated argument in the most recent drama at The Bold and the Beautiful, while Steffy is in a difficult situation because of Ridge's most recent proposal. As these important people negotiate their complex relationships, tensions are high, alliances are put to the test, and allegiances are called into doubt. Finn and Brooke Logan finally reach a breaking point after weeks of growing tension. Brooke, who is well known for her acerbic remarks and unwavering support of her daughter Hope, has made no secret of her dislike of Finn's engagement in issues she believes are out of his purview, especially his attempts to arbitrate the dispute between Hope and Steffy. However, Finn chooses to keep his position because he is fed up with Brooke's meddling. The confrontation occurs during a contentious boardroom meeting at Forrester Creations. Ever the Hope protector, Brooke charges Finn with being merely a pawn in Steffy's plots to weaken Hope's standing within the organization. "You're so devoted to Steffy that you can't even see the damage you're doing," is Brooke's accusation. "You have no right to take sides, and Hope has every right to protect herself." Finn's retort *, Brooke, this isn't about picking sides. It has to do with justice. Steffy cannot continue to be portrayed as the antagonist simply because it fits your story. As Brooke refuses to back down and accuses Finn of going too far in both his personal and professional life, the confrontation gets more heated. In a move few have ventured to take, Finn flips the tables by pointing out Brooke's history of interference and manipulation. Finn is frustrated on both a personal and professional level, which leads him to confront Brooke. He feels obligated to make sure that the Forrester family business isn't destroyed by trivial rivalries, but he is also committed to shielding Steffy from Brooke and Hope's incessant attacks. Finn's role in the Forrester-Logan dynamic may change as a result of this audacious move, as he emerges from the background to speak up more in support of his wife. As Ridge makes an unexpected and risky proposal to Steffy, she deals with her own inner turmoil. Ridge, who is always the strategist, thinks that fostering unity is the greatest approach to stabilize Forrester Creations and mend the division between the family. What was his pitch? The company's newest fashion collection should be co-led by Steffy and Hope. Ridge's plan is audacious yet dangerous. He contends that Steffy and Hope may demonstrate the Forresters' and Logan's superior teamwork by cooperating. Steffy, on the other hand, is skeptical of Ridge's optimism and has serious misgivings about working with Hope. Ridge's persuasion *, Steffy, I understand that you and Hope have disagreements, but this is more important than you two. The two of you working together might send a strong message to the company, which needs stability. Dad, I want what's best for the company, but Hope and I can't even agree on lunch, let alone a business strategy, expresses Steffy's doubts. This might backfire. Steffy finds herself torn between her inclinations as a corporate leader and her allegiance to her father. Although she wants to back Ridge's plan, she worries that working closely with Hope would rekindle their personal rivalries and endanger the company's survival. Her problems are exacerbated by Finn's recent argument with Brooke. Although Steffy values Finn's assistance, she is concerned that his increasing hostility toward Brooke may escalate the situation. Meanwhile, Brooke is feeling more and more alone. She feels marginalized by Ridge's efforts to promote unity, and her argument with Finn has caused her to become estranged from Steffy. Brooke starts to wonder if her adamant defense of Hope is actually hurting her more than it is helping her as she deals with the consequences. Brooke shares her worries with Eric in one of her few vulnerable moments. Brooke's confession, Eric, I simply don't know anymore. I've put up a fierce fight for Hope, but it seems like I lose more the harder I try. Ridge no longer even pays attention to me. Eric's advice * Brooke, perhaps it's time to take a back seat. Let the children and Ridge work this out. Letting go is sometimes the greatest way to assist. As Brooke considers whether her involvement is benefiting or harming the people she loves, this debate may be a turning point in her life. There will undoubtedly be more drama in the coming weeks as a result of Finn's run-in with Brooke and Ridge's proposal. 1. Finn's audacious step * Finn's choice to confront Brooke may deepen his relationship with Steffy, but it may also turn him into a target for Brooke's wrath. Will Brooke's influence make things more difficult for him, or will he be able to retain his ground? 2. Steffy's decision *. After considering Ridge's suggestion, Steffy must determine whether to set aside her sentiments for the benefit of the business. Her decision might spark a new age of cooperation or rekindle the conflict between the Logans and the Forresters. 3. Brooke's next step *. Because of her seclusion, Brooke might step up her attempts to keep Hope safe, or she might decide to step back and reconsider her strategy. Recent events at Forrester Creations have paved the way for a string of intense conflicts and emotional revelations. Steffy's resistance to Ridge's proposal illustrates the difficulties of striking a balance between personal ambition and family loyalty, while Finn's opposition to Brooke emphasizes his developing role as a major character in the family drama. With so many moving parts, the question still stands, will these people be able to come to an agreement or will they only end up fighting more?